Good morning. How time flies. This day comes and goes in a jiffy. I do not go to the stadium this morning. I have a date to keep with one of my passions. I visit students of a private school in Abuja. There is a book fair and book reading organized by Dr. Anthony Akpokena, a petroleum engineer formerly with Shell. I am interested in the combination of children, education, and sports, and I cannot resist any opportunity to share my experiences in that field. I run a specialist school where children that do not like school because maths is too difficult to comprehend or English is not easy to pass, and are adamant that they would rather pursue a career in football and become another JJ. Such children are brought by their worried parents to me. They ask me to perform a miracle and convert them to students that can become engineers and lawyers. The parents come to me, hand over these difficult children, and pass on the responsibility to soccer, the Segun Odegbami International College and Sports Academy, to do the magic. We take up the challenge and do a conversion of these children into genuine scholar athletes. They love the environment and the methodology of teaching difficult subjects. They suddenly realize that learning is fun and not as difficult as they thought before coming to soccer. We teach them using a new methodology developed in collaboration with an expert in education curriculum from the UK. This curriculum is for children that have learning difficulties. So we assume that all our children have learning difficulties. In 17 years of our work in soccer, we have discovered the formula to provide the children with 4 hours of rigorous sports every day, as well as the complete national curriculum in academics. The students are prepared to pass their WASC, NECO, GCE O-levels, and the Scholastic Aptitude Test for qualification into American colleges and universities. These are all examinations. I am always proud to share the story of my experiences and outcomes after 17 years and after 15 sets of graduates with young students. I share my work with these children that dream sports, but also need an education to back it up, to ensure that their future after a successful sports career is secured with a proper education and the acquisition of a needed trade or technological skill. So I go to Banki's private school in Apo village in Abuja to share my experience and the power of belief, passion, hard work, single-mindedness, and perseverance. I advertise the successes, the outcomes of my work in this laboratory of sports and education in Wasimi. It motivates the young students. For those that do not become successful athletes, I provide them a window into the opportunities in the world of sports, in business, leisure, the arts, science, media, engineering, law, town planning, health, real estate, and so on. All of them connected directly to sports. I enjoy doing these things because they tell the children how impossibility does not exist and that belief makes every dream achievable. I often watch these young people, how they soak in these my stories and experiences like sponge, and their lives never remain the same. This is what motivates my visits to academic institutions to share time with the students. So I take the opportunity of the book reading session at Banki's private school to spread that gospel, that mission with a message. It goes very well, even if I'm not at my best. None of the students can recognize me. Only one of the teachers guesses right when asked by the head of the school who this guest is. So, I introduce myself. I tell my story. I share my experience. And then I challenge the students and wish them and their school the very best. So I spend a few minutes signing their notebooks and even textbooks until it is time to go back to my primary assignment in Abuja. The MKO Abiola National Stadium is witnessing an increase in spectatorship. More people are coming to watch the games. Many of the events have been concluded, and a few countries with small contingents are already leaving and returning to their countries. I overheard some Libyans yesterday tell some friends how they are returning to their country today after a thoroughly enjoyable period in Nigeria. The athletics events are in full steam. I head to the main bowl of the stadium. Most of the athletics now take place at night under floodlights. Using the lights has necessitated fixing them and mastering their complex technology. So the nights are getting better and brighter and more beautiful. As I drive out of the stadium, I pass through the fans park. The crowd at the entrance is massive. There is loud music coming from the park with the flashing lights or the flashing disco lights on the giant stage for musical performances. The venue is for the participants' evening socialization and enjoyment. I decide that my next port of call the following day will include a visit at night to the fans park. So you guys watch out. Nigeria are leading on the medals table very comfortably. The last race I watch is the 100 meters hurdles for women. It is won by a Nigerian female runner, reminding all of us that a Nigerian, Tobi Amusan, is the world's best. There is no way Team Nigeria's female soldier athlete will come and fail us and not justify Nigeria's claim to the global crown in the 100 meters hurdles in these military games. Good morning.